like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Wondering what crypto miner hosting is and why you need it? If you're tired of dealing with high heat, constant noise, and skyrocketing electric bills from running your crypto miners at home, we've got the solution. Welcome to Terra Hosting. We make crypto mining hassle-free. Our top-tier facilities ensure your operations run smoothly with an impressive average 99% uptime. Need help? Our 24/7 support team and repair services are always ready to assist you. Got a broken machine? We offer RMA assistance to get you back on track as fast as possible. While you wait for your unit, Terra Hosting will loan you a similar model so that you don't lose hash rate, keeping your profits coming in. Looking to expand your farm? Our clients get significant discounts on mining hardware. Make the smart move to Terra Hosting. Visit terrahosting.io today and experience stress-free crypto mining.
Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Let me turn this down so we're not blasting. Just a tiny bit. All right, we'll see how that works. What's up, guys? Hopefully, let me know if the music is too loud. I can never tell because I always cut it down to like 50% out of my speakers. And you can never tell if like the microphone's loud enough. And I feel like I start every single live stream exactly like this. Anyone else's live stream skipping? I think it's just yours. Your intro makes me want to play Halo. That's right. Dude, do you remember, Travis, great question. Do you remember, like, I don't know how old a lot of people are in chat, but do you remember, broke the stream? What do you mean? Stream's fine. Is Joker Miner the only one having stream issues? Do you guys want to confirm for me? Because, I think he is. I think he's the only one having issues. Why don't you guys confirm for me? Yeah, everything looks good on my side. No drop frames. We are looking good, but you guys tell me differently. I'm gonna wait for chat to catch up here. I'm gonna turn down this music a little bit to make sure we're good. Let's see. There we go. Cool. Living the dream. All right, I like it. All right, so we're good. Are we good? Now I gotta check my phone. You guys got me all worried. Like Joker Miner. Good afternoon. What's up, Dom G? So we good? Is the stream? It was buffering. Really? Okay. It must be on YouTube side. I know Panda was having issues the other day. I'm hoping we're not in the same boat. All right, it looks fine. I just checked. We're good. We're good. Just you. Hey, skipping over that. Change your quality, guys. Change your quality. We're streaming at 4K. Change your quality. I'm going to type it in chat. Change your quality. We are streaming at 4K. Yeah, so if you're on mobile, like John English says, mobile actually will scale down the quality. If you're on PC, it may actually like try to max it out and put your quality at 4K. All right, everyone says you're good. All right, I'm just gonna tell people to do it. Okay, cool. So let me catch up on chat here. So it's funny, you were talking about that intro, right? Of reminding you of like Halo. So did any of you guys have an original Xbox and have the original Halo? For me, the timing of the original Halo came out like late high school into college. So I actually ended up like Halo was like the thing to play. So then we actually played Halo at college, and you could play a LAN setup type of deal. You could do a LAN setup. So we actually had tournaments in college for Halo, doing capture the flags, which I think was it 2v2 or 3v3, I can't remember. Capture the flags on Gulch. So I'm not sure how many people tried it and kind of went from there. But yeah, so we are streaming at really high quality right now, and maybe that's some of our issue. We're streaming at 4K, and we're also doing 1500. John English at 144. Yeah, I mean, let me know if it's entirely unwatchable, guys, and I can make some changes. But like, we're at 15,000 for our for the kilobytes. Let's look here. Let's look to see our settings. They're really, really high. We did this last time. We streamed this last time I streamed live, but we didn't. No one complained of any issues. Yeah, our bit rate's 15,000, and we're streaming at 144. So 1560 by 1440. Fiber is garbage is what Hobbyist is saying. Nope, not a chance. Wait, 360 is even worse. Yeah, I think you got issues on your side. Or refresh something is the only thing I can think about, to be honest with you. Let's see. Give me a sec here. You guys are throwing me all off. Yeah, I don't know why you guys are having issues. Stream says it's fine on my side, so I really don't know what's going on. Oh, there you go. See, John English remembers. I want to change my camera, though, on the lighting. I think it's only, it sounds like it's only a few of you guys, but correct me if I'm wrong. Because it says stream quality is good. So yeah, all right, let me change my lighting here. There we go. I was like blue. There we go. You use an app. An app does everything for me. For me, it's fine. No 4K option on YouTube. Desktop. Okay, got you. So anyways, yeah, so I don't know a lot of you guys that played Halo, but yeah, look at the stripes here. Heck yeah, Halo was the bomb. Dude, it was just like, oh, the spawns was sticky. Yeah, I was very big into competitive play on Halo. And we're gonna talk about crypto mining here in a minute. You guys just totally threw me off the rails. But yeah, I remember I was very competitive in Halo 1. And I loved the sniper rifle in the original Halo on Gulch. It was awesome. And I don't know if you guys played like Capture the Flag and stuff, but Capture the Flag was where the competitive scene was. And yeah, go from there. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people complaining of YouTube's live streaming recently, so we'll try our best, guys. We'll absolutely try our best in that regard. But yeah, thanks for coming to hang out with me today. Do appreciate it. I was actually going to have a YouTube video drop today, but like things didn't work out. It was like 11 o'clock last night. I was trying to get editing done, and I just had no motivation and was tired, so I went to bed. And then this morning, I was like, okay, I'm going to get a YouTube out, the video out by 1 o'clock. And then the thumbnail, I have 4 thumbnail designers, and I kind of pick and choose which thumbnail designer I use based off of kind of, you know, where their gifts are and which thumbnail is best for them, right? Like style and things like that. And I had a thumbnail made, and I slept on it last night thinking about it, and this morning I was like, I don't like it. I don't want to use it, even though everything came out the way I wanted. So the thumbnail guy needed an extra day for tomorrow. So anyways, long story short, about an hour ago, I was like, well, I'm not going to have a video today. I might as well live stream for an hour. So that's what we're doing. We're hanging out. Video comes out tomorrow, probably by 1 o'clock, to give my thumbnail guy some time, and I can finish some editing tonight. This video has a lot of editing with it, so it'll be up tomorrow. And then I have 2 videos to record today, so I'm going to be super, super busy. Switch down to 1990s AOL 56K speed. Nice, Daniel Hall, nice. I'm here listening and 1440p on mobile. Oh, nice, on mobile, nice. We used to set up LANs in the barracks for Halo. Oh, yeah. Like, honestly, the military guys were huge on Halo, especially competitive Halo. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. So I didn't play as much Quake or Duke Nukem, but I was all about tribes, Jay Styles. All about tribes, all about skiing. Oh, yeah. Disc gun, 100%. Was my favorite. Absolutely. You're bringing me back. What's up, BP? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Do appreciate it. So we're going to be streaming for an hour. We're going to shoot the shit. We're just waiting for people to come in before we start chatting it up here about the good stuff here. I'd like to speak with your manager. Right. The original Sims. All right, listen, not at all. You know, as a kid, one of my I have several early memories, but one of those memories, I don't know why Sims I thought about was Sim City. And it wasn't on a computer, though. I don't know if any of you guys had Sim City or Super Nintendo, but one of my first all-nighters was staying at a neighborhood friend's house. He had a Super Nintendo, he had Sim City, and we stayed up like all night through the night as a young kid. It was my first all-nighter to playing Sim City, you know, on back in the day, and that was a lot of fun. This is the first Hobbyist live stream I've caught in about a month now. Hobbyist, have you been streaming? I haven't. So I've been streaming off and on, BP, a lot of times because I was traveling. Like last week, we were traveling down to North Carolina, hanging out with Tech Hustler. I've been dropping videos here and there on Tuesday, so I wasn't streaming. So today was very much an impromptu. So I don't think you've missed it. I've just been, like, I live streamed actually last week when I was with Tech Hustler. If you guys didn't get a chance, we live streamed on the road last week. And I'll actually be live streaming with your friend Andy in person next week, which will be cool. I think we're doing Tuesday or Wednesday. We're going to do a live stream, hang out with you guys and answer questions with your friend Andy. And that's because next week I'm actually heading to Vid Summit down in Fort Worth, Texas. And Vid Summit is a massive YouTuber event. They have guest speakers. They have keynote speakers, breakout sessions. It's pretty much all for YouTubers. So if you're a YouTuber, this is kind of like your yearly conference, your yearly training, yearly opportunity to get ideas or to learn things. They have speakers from YouTube, other big YouTubers as well. So that's next week. So your friend Andy and I are actually heading to that next week. So we're going to do a live stream while we're there, which I think is going to be a lot of fun as well. What's up, Frogman? How are you? Ding. My phone's going off here. Oh man, what is it? What is it? Let's see. All right, I'm gonna mute my phone. Come on. Done. Muted. PC SNES SimCity. Oh yeah, 2003. Yep. I was original SimCity. Original SimCity for sure on a Pentium 1. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I had a Hewlett Packard back then. Or actually, it was either Hewlett. Yeah, I think I had a Hewlett Packard first, and then I had a Gateway computer. I think is what I had, because like HP didn't exist. It was called Hewlett Packard then. And then I had a Gateway computer. I haven't heard or thought about the brand Gateway in forever, to be honest with you guys, which is actually really, really funny. So, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So, getting back to BP, your thoughts there. Just I've been busy live streaming off and on when I can. Today, live streaming is a filler. I couldn't get my video out in time, so we're doing a live stream to come hang out with you guys, which I thoroughly enjoy. And I've thought about trying to do more live streams, but then I don't want to sacrifice videos. So kind of up in the air. You know, live streams definitely have a niche, very community driven for you guys. But, you know, videos are definitely the way to go for growing the community, bringing in new viewers, which is great. What's up, Gonzo? Thanks for coming to hang out with us today. John English says SimCity 2000 was fun, but I was into Quake 2. Yeah, see, I didn't get I was into the original CS. I actually have the original CS box up here, back behind me on this shelf here, when they actually sold it in stores, and you had to get it on a CD and stuff like that. That was before Steam even existed, which is Steam is probably older than half you guys in this chat, which is really, really funny. for sure. Windows 95. Yes, I started on Windows 3.1 is when I started on Windows. And I think that was on the Hewlett Packard 2000 NT. What about ME? ME. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. Okay, enough reminiscing. Let's chat here a little bit more about crypto. So love to chat about this with you guys real quick here. So we're seeing a lot of green across the board right now today. And a lot of thoughts on that, to be honest with you. Love to see Bitcoin back up about 117, which I think is awesome. Like, man, we were low just the other day. Like it was, we were dipping, and I actually bought some crypto then when we saw Bitcoin dip quite a bit. But you know, some things looking at now, like ETH back up to 4,300, which is awesome. I continue to play the game of like buying Ethereum and then selling Ethereum. Buying Ethereum when it dips down to like 4,000 or 3,900, whatever, and then just resell it when it goes back up, and then back and forth, back and forth. I continue to do that. I have no interest in Ethereum other than using it for leverage to get in and out of different tokens out there. Solana 218. All right, I like it. Dogecoin's one I'm definitely keeping an eye on as well at 24.4. Last night I was at 23.3 when I went to bed, so we're up a solid penny, which in the grand scheme of things, all right, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. I was actually speaking with a few people yesterday about buying L9s, and it was like, hey, those prices are going to go up, you know, and look at that. The token goes ahead and rises up a little bit. We see green, the prices of L9s go up. You know, typical China, right? Suppliers, manufacturers increasing the prices as things fluctuate. And the L9s are one that we see. I feel like we see the L9s have the most fluctuation from a hardware perspective out there. Now, XRP is one I keep an eye on, not because I'm an XRP fangirl, but because I have a decent amount of XRP from back in 2017, I think. So I continue to look for opportunities to sell. I sold some XRP at $3.20. Now, granted, I bought my XRP at 7 cents, so definitely taking advantage of that for sure. Unfortunately, Caspa, I don't even want to talk about Caspa because like Caspa's not doing anything. Who did I hear the other day? Was it Panda or someone else called Caspa a stable coin? It like just sits there. 789, 789. Oh, come on, Hobbyist. You're letting us all down with no live streams. Gonna have to make it up to us with an Avalon Q giveaway. I don't know that I'm going to give away an Avalon Q, but I do have 2 things to give away today that we'll be doing later on in today's stream. So make sure you guys hang tight. One thing's super fun. The other thing's more hardware infrastructure related, but we'll definitely give those away for sure. MS-DOS. I didn't get as much into MS-DOS. The closest thing is when I played Oregon Trail back on in elementary school. And now that was a different time there. But yeah, Oregon Trail, you got your what was it, 5.5 inch floppy. You put it in, click, you got to put it down into the drive. Floppy. Yeah. Floppy, not floppy disk. No, what are they called? Yeah. They were the floppy ones. Yep. The original floppies. Cause it wasn't the small 2.5. It was maybe it was 5 inch. I don't remember. But it was the floppy ones. What were they called? And you put them in, click it down. And then it would boot and make all the noises and grinding noises. For sure. Absolutely, for sure. So very curious on if you guys think this reaction on green and markets are pumping. Is this because of the government shutdowns? Like, I'm very curious. Like, the government shutdown right now, is kind of the talk of the town. And are people pivoting or investing into crypto because they're more comfortable and confident? I don't know if that's what you guys think or not. It was something I was thinking about where like, why did we all of a sudden go from red across the board to just like pumping green today? And that also shows that like we as people, crypto miners, investors out there, even with like ETFs, not that ETFs, the purchases of that crypto directly is on market and reflects, the coin directly, but is the government shutdown, is this positive on crypto? And it seems to be, and unless it's just timing, but would love to get some of your guys' thoughts on that, to know like where you guys are at on that subject, on like, yeah, that does align, type of deal. I mean, do people have less confidence in everything overall? And are people more interested in alternative measures? You know, I get it, right? Like, who's going out and buying bonds anymore? Who's buying CDs? It's just, those are definitely things of the past. And so it makes me think about it for sure. We got Gonzo in chat saying, Caspa is hurting. Also, Caspa is fine, holding strong for years. Yeah, I think there's a lot of Caspa maxis that come up on my Twitter feed. And man, these people, like, I think you were right, in Apple IIe. These people think Caspa is God's gift to the world. And it's like, it is, sometimes it's frustrating to see some of these people on Twitter, because like, they are looking at Caspa as like the next Bitcoin, and it never will be. Bitcoin is a store of value. Caspa is a transactional based project that is trying to get to the point of supporting projects. And but yeah, it's it doesn't matter what Caspa does. It doesn't seem like the token price goes up. If that makes sense. ASIC has better hashboard. What is this? Which ASIC has the better hashboard in it? S19 XP or the S19K Pro? I'm considering trying my hand at building a Loki rig and want to do my homework. Interesting avenue to go. I would probably go with the S19K Pro. However, if you're looking to just like create heat with the Loki rig, the hard part is like the Loki rig might be worth it, but there's a lot of better alternatives now that run off of 120 than kind of what you're thinking. Like, I feel like you could look at a lot of these miners like the Avalon Q or the Flu miners, like small form factor. You can put them in any room. They put off heat. You also can earn a crypto with them. I'm just trying to think through, like, you know, I'm going to be doing the, what is it, Olacker, I think it's called. Is that what it's called? Altair Tech. I'm going to be building, working on one of these here shortly. Let me find it. Latcher, is that what it's called? Some terrible name. So the Latcher, yes, I'm going to be taking an S19K Pro and converting it with the Latcher kit. And then I'm actually going to be cutting this into my return duct, sliding it into my return duct to heat my house this year. It's kind of my game plan with this. So I am going to be going this route. I think it's Lux or Brains you put on it and turn it down quite a bit as well. I think it's Lux, actually. I'd have to look closer at it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing this in the next few weeks. Actually, you'll see this on my channel. So maybe that's something you take a closer look at as well. Good question, though. Disc Joey Gambit? No, it's not a disc. Let me look here. Google, and then let's see here. Oregon Trail, 1971 game. Yeah, here it is. This was the game. This is the game I'm talking about right here. This was the game talked about. Oregon Trail, disc. Yeah, it's these right here. What are these? It's calling it a floppy disk. See, this is a 3.5 floppy disk. This is what probably most of you have never seen before because you're too young. But this is what I played Oregon Trail on as a kid. Buddy had 65,000 Caspa he mined from the beginning and couldn't find it on Zelcore. Found it for him and he sold it. Told him he missed out at 20 cents. Yeah. Dude, Zelcore sucks. Oh man, I think we just dealt with Zelcore because that was the only thing out there. But now, oh man, it's terrible. The fact that you have to like find coins, you have to like use that feature to like search for coins and balances, and oh my god, it's such garbage. Like now looking back, yeah, but we dealt with it. We absolutely dealt with it. Jumping back here. We got here John English Tech here talking about, I think, guys, do me a favor, refresh your streams, because I think some of you guys that were buffering are quite a bit behind. Scrollmaster says shutdown plays a huge part of it. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. This is normal, but not as your fear. Yeah, well, just because we hit October, like, is it the best of all worlds, right? Is it, you know, October being October? Is it on top of that, like, the government shutdown? that's kind of mixing into things to causing things. You know, that's kind of the avenue I was going there. Jonathan here. Hi there. Thanks for all the info. I got the Tangent Wallet. Oh, pleasure. Yeah, Jonathan and I had a consulting call yesterday. It was fantastic. Caspa and Aleo just riding the little waves. Dude, get out of Aleo as soon as you can. Like, get out of Aleo. I sold all my Aleo miners. I'm actually going to be making a video on it. The moment they went to staking in order to slow down liquidation, I just knew it was a short term, and I was like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. I'm not mining something that requires me to stake. That is not proof of work. I think it's something to do with it just being October. Maybe, Ryan. Maybe. Caspa has EVM support now. It's just a matter of listen, John English, that sentiment of it's just a matter of time, or Caspa now has this. It's like, I get it. But like, that price hasn't done anything. And so that's the real challenge. Like, most of us would be pleased to see breaking 10 cents and actually being stable. But yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. Something I've actually seen, and I'm not saying that this will happen with Caspa, but something I've started to get notifications on CoinGecko. Not sure if you guys have seen it. So I put my portfolio into CoinGecko, and I have started to see that I've been getting alerts that this coin is now inactive. Have you guys been seeing that? More and more coins are just being listed as inactive. And so it's something that I proactively want to do, is actually going through and start selling some of these coins that haven't done anything the entire through the bear market. You know what I mean? Like, it's like through the bear market, we're now into the bull. These coins are still dead. You know, the days of us waiting on projects to, oh, this project's going to 10x or 100x, or 50x. Like, traditionally, those days are gone, especially for proof of work coins. And so holding on to those coins, like, I think you're going to hear this a lot through and through with most crypto miners that have been through a few cycles, is like, we've kind of learned from those mistakes, right? Now, granted, most of me holding on to all these coins is from GPU days, right? Because we just mined a variety of different things. We had lots of opportunity to. That's not the case anymore. Like, I'm not sitting here mining a different coin every other month. And so I need to go through, and I just need to cut my losses and sell a bunch of these, is something I've thought about. I've actually been thinking about, so if you guys know, I have a few nodes over on Node Orbit. I have my Flux nodes, and I have the Timpy nodes definitely keeping. Timpy's worked out well. But I also have the Flux, and I also have, where is it? Where's Neoxa? Did I miss it? Let's look here. Oh, it was here. There it is. I have Flux and Neoxa nodes over here. Yeah, DJ YouTube's been stupid today. It comes and people are saying it comes and goes. But yeah, I'm definitely looking for opportunities to get out of these nodes. Because of the fact that, like, Flux and Neoxa, I just see no green pastures for them, and like looking for opportunities to sell them. But it's tough, right? It kind of puts you in a place where you're like, like, what do I do? DJ, turn down the resolution. I think I have to turn down some of the bitrate. I'm running at 15,000 bitrate right now. I had good success with it in past streams, but today, like, I think that bitrate is too high for a lot of people, to be honest with you, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, definitely thinking about getting out of Neoxa, getting out of Flux, which sucks because, like, the Neoxa nodes, those were probably like $2,000 each. And now they're worth, I don't even know, couple bucks. Not much. If I look here, let's take a look. Neoxa, and it was 1 million Neoxa. Yeah, look how much 1 million Neoxa is worth right now. 1 million Neoxa is worth $135. You want to talk about a massive loss there? $2,000 down to $135. That's a nightmare. Like, part of me is like, dude, just stick with it, right? Like, you know, because it's not a loss until you sell it. But at the same time, it's like, oh man, when I'm starting to see more and more of these projects that are a lot of these exchanges and stuff, people getting out of it, that's something that I definitely think about for sure. Where it's like, when exchanges stop carrying some of these, it's like, what do you do, right? What options do you have? Let me make a note here. Change resolution if having buffering. Yeah, I'll have to look here and see if I go ahead and look it up. Is there a spot to see like is YouTube's streaming having issues? Because I'm surprised all of a sudden. I don't know what is going on with that. Let me see here. Why am I blue? Do I look blue? No, there we go. It's just that screen or that angle, I think. Let me look here. YouTube live stream server status. Does it help with buffering? Oh man, bummer. Let's look here. There's some people reporting issues with YouTube right now. Well, let's see here. With YouTube live streaming, I was just looking at their stat. There's like a stats, and like Down Detector had some too. Huh. Well, we'll just, guys, I am on Twitter as well. You know what? That's a good test. Guys, do me a favor. Those of you guys that are saying you're getting stuttering, do me a quick favor. Go over to Twitter. I'm going to put my Twitter in chat. Love for you guys to test this for me. Okay. I'm going to put my in chat. I'm going to put my Twitter in chat. Test it out over there if you don't mind. There you go. We're live on Twitter. Test it out on Twitter. Let me know. I'm going to post it a few times. See if you're getting the same lagginess or stuttering, because that'll be helpful for sure. That kind of lets us know and is super helpful. YouTube agreed to pay Trump $24 million to settle lawsuit over January 6th suspension. Fantastic. Pay up. You gotta be responsible for your choices, especially as a business. So I don't disagree. I'm going to give you guys a second to jump over on Twitter and let me know before we jump in talking more about some of the coin prices, crypto, some of the, we were talking about the government shutdown. Is it affecting, is that why we're seeing this pump? It can't just be, okay, we hit October 1st, so all of a sudden everything turns green. It's like, what else is going on in the world? So yeah, let me know over there. I'm going to go hi. Let's see here. Let's see. People posting on here. DJ Mine says, hi, that was getting rough. Okay, so is it better on Twitter? Because that lets me know it's a YouTube issue, which is really odd. So DJ is over on Twitter saying that, saying, hi, that was getting rough. So I'm curious if you're having issues. Oh, I saw Zerg pull too. Pull shutting down. Yep. I stopped mining random stuff unless I get paid in LTC and Bitcoin. Auto switching pools. Yeah. As a pirate, that's a really good thought. Something that I do is I have my miners on PowerPool. Now, they don't cover all the agros, but the nice thing is PowerPool converts everything to whatever you want to pick in a slider setup, and you can pick your allocation. So that's why I was very curious on that. Guys, once again, go over to Twitter. I'm going to post it in chat. Please let me know if it's running better, if Twitter is better than YouTube. Went to get my kids' passports today to USPS. They canceled all appointments due to government shutdown. Isn't that really funny that, like, UPS, like, honestly, UPS should be UPS should be broken off. Like, it should be broken off, like UPS or FedEx. Granted, those aren't government owned, but like, why is USPS doesn't make money? It literally loses money. Like, it absolutely is wild. It's 100 times better than YouTube. Okay, guys, YouTube is having issues. Highly recommend you guys jump on Twitter and watch it over on Twitter. DJ is saying Twitter is working great. So YouTube must be having issues. I'm just going to continue to push people over. Also, some people in chat, like Coca-Cola, said refresh. Yeah, try it over on Twitter, guys. I know not everybody is a big fan of Twitter, but go over and check it out on Twitter. I posted it there, and you guys can watch there as well. So I'm going to try my best. Those in chat, if you see people complaining, if you don't mind just posting like, hey, go check it out on Twitter, that would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, DJ, I didn't even think about that. I was going to go to the post office today. I'm glad I didn't because of that. That is wild. I'm very curious though. So here's the thought. So I haven't thought about this in the past, but like, I have a PO box. I'm getting packages there. If USPS is shut down, does that mean there's no one there to accept packages? So therefore no mail and no packages go over to, like the post office. Like, there's no one there to get them. Like, how does it end up working out? That's something to think about as well. All right, trying to figure out how to mess with this chat here. Give me a sec. Yeah, some people, if you're having buffer issues, go check it out on Twitter. It seems like it is fixed over there. Man, I'm trying to resize this. Will it let me do that? Yeah, I guess that works there. Oh my gosh, come on, chat. It's not letting me. I don't know if you can pop out chat with stream. Sorry, give me a sec, guys. I'm trying to figure out if I can pop out chat with this. There was a worker at USPS. She was the one who told me this. Okay, so it sounds like they put, like DJ saying, it sounds like they put at least somebody there to receive packages and mail. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with my computer? There we go. I'm trying to move this window around because I'm gonna have to let me do this because people are having issues there. Yeah, definitely check out Twitter, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna put my chat for Twitter. I do apologize. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might want to refresh. What happens is when buffering occurs, it causes the stream to get behind, is what occurs on any platform. So I'm getting up the Twitter chat here. And I think this will be more helpful. It's a shame YouTube is having such issues. That's terrible. Hate to see it. All right, I got DJ up here. We got DJ John English over on Twitter. Thanks, guys, for coming to hang out. I am trying to jog. Okay. Oh my gosh. Come on. I'm trying to get my Twitter chat. There we go. Pop out. Finally. Oh my gosh. Struggling. All right. I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging with me there through those struggles. All right, so let's get back to it here. Yeah, Scratcher over is on Twitter, guys. He says it's working much better. Yeah, there is a live chat on Twitter. There's a live chat on Twitter right now, as a pirate. You have live chat on Twitter. I think you're just missing it. There's a live chat. So, all right, anyways, we're going to get back to what we're talking about. I will, every so many minutes, mention to YouTube to go over to Twitter and check it out. Dude, I've had Rumble. Test. What's up, Manu? I've had Rumble actually hit me up about moving to their platform. It's not something I'm interested in doing. I think I just got an email, the second email I got from them the other day. Oh, you found live chat. Nice. Okay, so we were talking about right now the current market, why we're seeing this pump going on right now. You know, is it because of October 1st? Is it because of the government shutdown? I'm honestly going to say it's because of the government shutdown. I think we as a collective feel that, you know, our confidence, and I think that's the biggest one. It's like, what is our confidence? Oh, guys, I'm glad to see all you guys funneling over to Twitter. Perfect. Like, it runs much better over there. But I think our confidence in our government, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, you want to put your money somewhere else. When the government shuts down, you greatly feel you want to invest in something outside the government, like crypto, like Bitcoin. Something else I was looking at, Polymarket. I haven't used Polymarket a lot. I know there's a lot you can do on it with like betting and stuff like that. But does anyone know, does Polymarket require KYC? But on here, you can see, like, if I refresh here, talking about the government shutdown. Let's see here. So, yeah, can I click into this more? When will the government shutdown end? And right now, look at this. After the 15th is currently winning. So people are, oh, I can't even show it. There we go. Jesus, got to change screens. There we go. YouTube is fine. That's good. So like right here on Polymarket, look at this. 36% of people feel it's going to be after October 15th. 29% between the 10th and the 14th. Dude, if it went 15 days, 2 weeks, can you imagine what crypto could look like if it continues this way? Like, that's something that I'm thinking about. Is like, holy cow, like, what if that happens? You know, I'm like, that would be wild to see that actually occurs. Yeah, YouTube's having issues. Twitter's good. But yeah, I mean, how long do you guys think in chat that the government shutdown will exist? You know, how long do you think it's going to go? My guess is a week. Here's another one. Now this one has 641K volume. That's crazy. DJ, I think we need to get into this Polymarket stuff, dude. South Park had an episode about Polymarket last week. Really? That's funny. This one says, will Congress pass a funding bill? So very, very, very similar. 90% say by the 31st, an entire month. That would be insane. That would be absolutely insane if that occurs. Let's see. I'm trying to see what other Fed decision in October. Is there supposed to be another rate change in October? I thought we just had one in September. I thought it was November we were supposed to have the next one. Huh. I don't know. Was there, DJ would know. DJ follows along with that a little bit closer on if we would expect to see that. But a lot of these things that we're seeing here, like with the government shutdown, when will it end? Like, imagine, can you imagine the government shutdown for 30 days or more? Like, this one says 15, so 2 weeks. Oh man, crypto would blow. That would be crazy because people would want to put their money somewhere else, right? Which would be very, very true. But yeah, I'd love to get your thoughts on that, guys, on just kind of why we see the market green today. And not just green. What's up, Jason? By the way, this is our every 5-minute reminder. Guys, YouTube's having issues with streaming. Go over to Twitter. I'm streaming on both. Twitter is working 100%. I'm going to put a link in chat, and we'll kind of go from there, which will be really, really good. Are any of the politicians still getting paid? Yes, they still get paid. There was somebody that I saw that was looking to put a motion in place to eliminate salaries when the government shutdown occurs for these individuals. But most of these people in Congress don't need a salary. They're making all their money lobbying on the side and getting their millions and millions of dollars that way. So that's true. A couple days, they'll keep it shut down until they put in the Dem who won the special election. I'm not familiar. If it's a shutdown, how are they having meetings? No, I get it. A lot of them doing a recess. Like a lot of them will be, okay, we're recessed right now. We'll see you guys in a week. You know, it's like a vacation for these people, to be honest with you. It's absolutely wild. Okay, not getting too political there. There's definitely a few things I want to go over. So I don't know if you guys caught earlier, things were getting a little iffy with the stream. I was talking about over on Node Orbit, I have Flux and Neoxa nodes, and Neoxa right now, for 1 million Neoxa, it used to be $2,000. Now it's $135. Would love to get some of your thoughts, guys. Like, holy cow, if Neoxa smart nodes are down to $135, like, do I even keep these running? It sounds dumb, but then, like, do I just sell out of it? Do I sell out of the Neoxa? Do I sell out of the Flux? Because, like, it's not even worth it. Like, these projects don't realize, you know, you're not, as I try to tell people more and more, we're not running a charity. We're not running a charity. So running these nodes for Flux, running, you know, proof of work for Flux, for Neoxa, like, your network starts to crumble. The hard part is these projects don't run, just projects in general, crypto proof of work projects in general, they're not being run like a business. They're being run with a bunch of developers. And so they're running them with a bunch of guys that aren't really that shouldn't be in those positions. And they have to make decisions in order to make their coin more profitable, which means, okay, how do you make your coin more profitable? You make it more desirable. Well, how do you make it more desirable? You put more projects on there, more reliance on the network. In addition to that, you're going ahead and you're putting projects on the network that require the network, that create the transactions on that network. So you create a supply and demand situation. In addition to that, you find a use case. And finally, the biggest thing what I love to see with projects is they actually find Web 2 top 500 companies in America to partner with. Like, you can't exist without them. Trying to create your niche is the dumbest thing I've heard. You need to partner with some of these massive Fortune 500 companies where a demand is needed. Like, there are so many, I always say this out there. Here's a great example. Demo went to shit. I don't see the project being in blockchain for very much longer. They don't even need to be on blockchain. They could get completely off of blockchain. But why is Demo not partnering with Uber? You know what I mean? Why are we not seeing these like Hive Mapper companies not partnering with Uber or your Lyfts in order to provide these cameras built in? Like, all of these companies could partner with these massive brands out there and do so much better than what they are. But they just have no business development sense. It's absolutely wild. Manu, which is a pirate, says running nodes costs money. If the project rewards doesn't cover the cost, buy, sell the coin, let it rot. They're like you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What's up, Patrick Murphy? Patrick Murphy on YouTube. Thank you for kind of being my checker between YouTube and Twitter. Says over there, YouTube is about 2 minutes behind. Yes, would highly recommend that you guys go over and go over and watch me over on Twitter. YouTube seems to be struggling today. The guy scammed me for my car. Gotta love it. What do you mean he scammed you for your car? You either pay or you don't pay. How do you get scammed selling a car? I thought you sold it. Did you like take someone's bet that like they're gonna pay you more later or get back to you or something? Yeah, I mean, Demo is collecting data, right? Demo is collecting data that a company like Uber or Lyft could value from. You know, same thing with like Mapper. Like, why is it's wild. Just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. So I'm up in the air on those nodes in that regard. Something else, jumping back to where we were talking about here. You know, I always like to see where Bitcoin sits in the top assets by market. Like gold is still up there. Do any of you guys, I feel like DJ would be the type of guy that buys gold, but anyone else big into gold and metals? One of the guys one of my acquaintances, very wealthy guy, he was getting into gold more recently, and is doing very well on it. Like when he got in, and then gold has been up. I mean, this is gold in the last 30 days is just up. It's doing amazing actually. Doesn't show a chart there, does it? I was hoping it would show a chart. Nope. But yeah, look at that line. Whoop. That's crazy. Maybe we could do it. No, probably not. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, it's just I am like DEPIN's awesome. DEPIN gives us as home miners an entry into that crypto space at a lower cost and almost nothing operating cost. However, the challenge is that Demo and these projects, they're just run so poorly, so poorly. And I'm not saying I could do better, but like they're run like a bunch of guys in their parents' basement versus actually run like businesses. Where's your business development? Like that's the big one I always look at with Caspa, right? Like where's their business development department trying to chase after these Fortune 500 companies or credit card companies to persuade them to move to having their transactions on their network? Like Caspa is like the fastest out there, but no one cares because no one's using it. I dabble in gold and silver, Rizzo says. John English says into copper. Mostly into the ETFs. Yeah, I feel like the ETFs is a good avenue to go. However, I also know those people that are more into physical and tangible buying it, but then you have the storage issue as well. Chris is over on YouTube. Thank you, Chris, hanging out here. My YouTube works great. If you do have any slowness or stuttering or anything, go over on Twitter. Go watch it on Twitter, as I know people are having a bunch of issues. So thank you to everybody watching on Twitter. I do appreciate that. I'm so confused right now because YouTube and X are both playing your stream live, but I don't know which one is current. Well, there's a little live button at the bottom. Click the live button and that'll catch you up. Twitter, everyone's been saying Twitter's been doing good. All right, so why we have a decent amount of you guys here, I'm going to do a quick plug. Two things. Bear with me. Appreciate you guys entirely. If you go over to my website, thehobbyistminer.io, I have an entire article section, and I've been releasing an article every week. Sunday night, right into Monday. So you have something to read every Monday morning when you start work. So I have full articles over there. There is 3 pages now full of articles over on my website. So if you guys are one that loves reading something when you get to work in the morning, you know, please go over and check it out. There's several pages of articles, and they're pretty sweet. You know, some of these are hardware focused. Some of them were strategy focused, like when taking profits. Lots of pictures for, you know, you guys that are picture people in there. So please go over and check it out. The other thing, which I haven't really advertised yet, but I'm going to share with you guys. If you go to podcast, where are my podcast listeners at? So what I've done is I've been working with my intern, and we've gone ahead and we have gone through my entire channel, hundreds of videos, and we plucked out the videos that will have value over time. That, like, regardless of when you watch them or listen in this case, and you can listen to them whenever. So you're traveling, you're at the gym, you just want something to keep you in that crypto world. You can go over here and listen to them. There's all different ones. The latest one is Caspa, like this one right here. Caspa versus Bitcoin. Is this the future of proof of work mining? And like these are full episodes out there, and they're on all the major platforms: Apple, Podbeam, Spotify, Amazon Music. You can literally go to your Alexa and tell it to play the Everyday Miner podcast. It'll play it for you. iHeartRadio, Podchaser, Boomplay, all of these things. So highly recommend you guys go over and check it out. You can look on any platform. Just look up the Everyday Miner podcast, and you'll find this. This is the graphic for it. Go check it out. I would really appreciate it. We just hit our most downloads last week. We had 300 downloads last week, which is absolutely awesome for something that we're not really advertising. And if you're interested, there are 70 podcasts out there right now. A lot of them with some of your favorite YouTubers are over here. You missed the mining roundtables. Yep, I get it. In here, there's all different ones, all different content creators you may know that are all listed in here. DJ Mines, several of his videos I've recorded with him are over here. There's loads. I mean, I'm just literally scrolling Spotify, and you can see there's just loads and loads of podcasts. So go over and check it out. Any new content, by the way, on my YouTube channel that is a good fit will be put over on the podcast. Anything you don't need to see anything, you just listen to, is a great way to go, for sure. So, any of you guys currently running Acurast with your cell phones? Very curious if you guys are on Twitter or on YouTube. YouTube currently has you still talking about Neoxa. Wow, so it's definitely behind. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. That's definitely behind. But if you guys are into Acurast, I did a video on it a while. I have one phone that's been running nonstop, has Acurast Core on it right now. That's running over there. And I've had it just in my other room here plugged in for months and months and months now. They did announce they're going to mainnet. Where was it? It's like October 17th. I think it's listed. Yeah, November 17th. They listed for Acurast, which is pretty sweet. I'm excited for that. I am not as excited about what they are doing for the conversion. I think the conversion is very controlling. I don't know if you guys have read up on Acurast and what they're doing, but instead of doing like a 3-to-1 from testnet to mainnet, or instead of doing like something 1-to-1, they're allowing you to do 1-to-1, but the downside is that they're putting lockup periods in. So like one of the lockup periods to get 100% of your testnet tokens over to mainnet is like 3.5 years or something like that. It's entirely stupid. Acurast like team is entirely afraid of people liquidating their coin. Well, that's what we're in this for. Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, these projects, once again, they forget the fact of like, okay, people have put their time and their money, their resources and their electric into these projects. They need to be compensated. And being afraid, like Elio, of people liquidating your coins, like Elio put in the staking mechanism. Listen, people are going to sell out of your coin regardless. Liquidation is inevitable unless you give them a reason not to. And that's the challenge. Like with Acurast, it's like, wait, you have all these people running phones, but yet the challenge is with all these people running these phones, they're supplying a service. They have to be paid. John English over here says they learned a thing or two from other projects. Wingbits is pulling the same trick. They are. I haven't John English read up on Wingbits. What are they doing with, have they announced mainnet? I feel like any day now it should be mainnet. And have they announced the conversion? So you can't liquidate all of it. Yeah, I would rather these projects do like a 3-to-1 or 5-to-1 conversion instead of pulling these anti-liquidation methods of lockup periods. Jason is over on YouTube, which, by the way, guys, on YouTube, if it is stuttering or laggy, please go ahead and go over to Twitter. Everyone on Twitter is saying it's running great. A lot of people moved over from YouTube to Twitter. There's the link. How is GeoNet Wingbits combined units compared to getting each of the units separately? Do they mine the same, or is it combined unit a smaller one? No, so pretty much it's all the same, believe it or not. They've actually done a really good job. If I knew what I knew now and they had the combined unit, I would go ahead and just get the combined unit. It's much, much easier. A lot of the times people will go with the individual units. Like, great example over at my ASIC mining shed property, where my electrician owns it over there, and I use it over there. I don't have a wing bits because there's a wing bits in that hex, but there isn't a GeoNet, so I'm running my GeoNet. So that's kind of some of the value of having them like separately and such again, which is great. So there's kind of pros and cons, right? Like with wing bits, you can't have more than one in a hex. So you hate to buy a combo unit that you can't even use. So you might as well get a dedicated unit. Does Acurast use a ton of bandwidth? No, it uses barely anything. Barely anything. I do have a video on it. If you go over to YouTube, Hobbyist Miner Acurast, I have a video on it. I am going to be doing, here it is right here. I am going to be doing another video on it because oh my gosh, advertisement. I'll share it in chat. Because I do want to talk about, show people how to put their phones on Acurast. I still think it's a cool project, and then also talk about mainnet, the kind of move to mainnet. I think that'll be important. Joker says GeoNet having again not great to get into now. Yeah, well, that's the issue with GeoNet. There's a lot of things that are working negatively. I wish these projects would stop using halvings as a supply and demand mechanism, because it ends up hurting the project. Look at Flux. Holy cow, look at Flux. Great example of how built-in halvings end up hurting projects. Manu, which is a pirate here, says, for wing bits, it's good to have relatives in different cities and towns. Yeah. The only drawback with the combined units is that a portion of the hardware fails, which it happens. Yes, correct. So like you're not wrong. That with any combo device or technology out there, that is correct. You know, versus separate units. I use all separate units. I have two GeoNets, one here, one at the ASIC mining property, and then I have a wing bits here at this location as well. All right, so what else do we want to chat about today? Let's see. We have a little bit here. I do want to do this giveaway. Very curious. What are people buying right now? Are there any miners that you guys have your eyes on right now that are out there? Anything where you're like, oh, I'm looking at this. What does ASIC plug have in stock? L9s, but I feel like now the L9, the US stock, I feel like L9s are going up because Dogecoin, what is Dogecoin at? 12.3, was at 12.4 when we started the stream. I would imagine most of your script miners will start to go up in price as things go up in price. Oh, I got one of these to give away, actually. We'll give away one of these. Should we give one of these right now? Can I make that full screen? Yeah. The team over at ASIC Plug, they sent me a bunch of PDUs, and I thought I'd give one of these away. These have the locking plugs on them, as well as a watt meter. So the locking plugs, I feel like, are a must-have. I wish I would have had these forever ago. But yeah, these are definitely the way to go for sure. Let me see here. Oh, interesting. Stream stats poor. YouTube is not receiving enough video. This is exactly what Panda had the issue with the other day. I'm giving YouTube like 15 up, and it's still telling me like YouTube's definitely having issues. But maybe we'll give one of these away right now. You guys want one of these? Give them away free. Ship it anywhere. Not really. Currently busy with getting more solar online. Oh, you're a madman. AlphaX DG Home one. Missing some heat for the basement. I would actually hold off on getting a DG Home one, because I think AlphaPax is going to drop their DG Home 2 any day now. Now, the DG Home 1 is definitely cheaper now, and the DG Home 2 is definitely going to be more expensive, but I would consider holding off and waiting until the DG 2 comes out, because I think the DG Home 2 will be announced before the end of the year, and I know nothing more than you guys do. I'm looking for a couple Mini 3s just for heat. That's smart. Mini 3s are smart. I actually talk about, part of my video tomorrow, I talk about the Mini 3s. These guys. The Nano 3. What's our difference here? Oh, here it is. The Nano 3. Yes, the 6 terahash model. Oh, you like the Mini Pre. The, what is that? Volk Miner? Volk Miner? Yeah. Volk Miner. Where is that? Here it is right here. Yep. This one? Oh, here we go. This is actually US stock. That's nice. 1300. Maybe YouTube. Yeah, you know what? YouTube's probably just on strike. You know, it's run by the government. They only let you see what they want you to see. So, you know, if the government shut down, YouTube shut down right now. Something else I've been looking at too is, the Flu Miner. We're over on Helium Deploy. The Flu Miner T3 coming out here. Supposed to be very, very soon. Start to see these shipped. And the big one, the L3. Guys, the L3 is coming out, I was told in January. 9.5 gigahash at only 1700 watts. Dude, my L7s are 9.5 gigahash at 3300 watts. That's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Guys, once again, if you're on YouTube, please go over to Twitter. YouTube's having some live stream issues. Twitter's been running great for everybody. So please go over there and check it out if you don't mind. But, yeah. Flu Miner L3. I mean, shit, that's amazing. The new Pro version of the Volk Miner? I'm not familiar. What is the Pro? The D1 Pro? Oh, you're talking about this guy. Hang on. This guy. Is it the D1 Pro? 18 gigahash, 3500 watts. Is that what you're referring to? I mean, they're very... That's very competitive, believe it or not, actually. Now that I think about it, that's actually pretty dang competitive. Do they have that over here? Because that's pretty competitive. I don't think they have Bulk Miner. Well, they have that. They have the D1 Lite. I don't see that. Interesting. What is that? Am I on the right one? Is that the right one coming out? It's out already. Crypto Miner Bros? Really? Oh, let's look here. I just created a new account so I could watch this. Ah, thanks, Max. Yeah, I do apologize. I don't know what is going on with YouTube. The nice thing is when the stream ends and you go back and watch the VOD on YouTube, it'll be perfectly fine. It's buffering issues on YouTube, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm seeing a million different errors over on YouTube. They're having all different issues, it looks like. D1 Pro. Oh, they have a D3? What is this thing? Hang on. Look at this thing. D3? That's not immersion. 20 gigahash. Wow, that's really good. When does that come out? Soon? I wasn't even aware of the D3. Dude, the script market is so freaking competitive right now. This is the Volk Miner D1 Pro. Okay. 8600? So that's... Yeah, but see, I'd probably buy but an L9, yeah, is a little bit less. An L9 still priced better. Like, that's the issue. Volk Miner needs to price their units better to be competitive. They're the small fish in the pond. They have to undercut these guys in price in order to be competitive. Because if we look at let's look at the L9. Like, Volk Miner could do so much better for themselves. Okay, so yeah. An L9, 17 gigahash, or is it 17 gigahash at a little bit less watts, which never take the manufacturer ones for granted at all. Like that's not true. So 3,400, let's say. So their price is $1,000 more. Why? Just because you have 1 gigahash more, but you use more watts. This unit needs to be 6,500. It needs to go the other way. They need to price these units to be like 6,500. It would be so much better. Honestly, so much better. I need my Nano 3S to hit a block so I can build a farm. Max, keep praying. Keep praying, Max. Keep hoping and praying. I hear you 100%. I get it. I get it. Guys, we're going to go. Oh, let me do this giveaway. Let me give away this stuff real quick here. Okay. Because we're going to give this away real quick. All right. So no more questions. All right. No more questions. All right. I got 2 things to give away. Here's a question. You know what? I'm going to ship both of them to one winner. We're just picking one winner. Okay. One winner. Okay. So I got a box of these from the guy. Let me find their website real quick because I would feel bad. Let me find it. Here it is. Okay. Come on. All right. So what are we giving away? Check this out. One of the things we're giving away, which we're going to put in the box. Check it out. It's a Bitcoin bottle cap opener. Look at that. I have a whole bunch of these. we'll give them away each live stream. Has their logo on the back, and you're like, okay, well, who made that? So the guys over here actually made that at IX Tech. I saw them posted on Twitter, and I was like, dude, can you send me some of those? I'd love to give some of those away on live stream. So they have a full shop of all different things, Bitcoin miners and stuff. But then the nice thing is how I actually got connected with them is they actually make, this is the company that makes the filter right there that I've used. Here's actually my picture from my shed. See that? See that? So they make a whole bunch of really cool stuff. So I told them, hey, I'll give this stuff away. Absolutely. So I'll put a link in chat to their website. Go check it out. That's one of the things we're going to give away, which will be cool. Question from Ray over on YouTube. Now, Ray, YouTube's been acting really goofy. So if the stream continues to lag, go watch us over on Twitter. Are there any DEPIN projects coming up that you have your eyes on? There was one that was a drone one. I gotta get back with those guys. There was a drone one that was kind of like Hive Mapper, but for drones. All right, second thing we're giving away. That's gonna be same winner. Oh, this is from the team over at ASIC Plug. So you can kind of see it. This is actually a PDU. This is a 30 amp 240 volt PDU. I think these are right around $100. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Here we go. I know they're US stocked. Here it is right here. All right, $107.99. I'm going to leave a link in chat for these. Go check them out. But we're giving away both of these to one person. I got so much stuff I need to give away and get rid of. But definitely want to try to do more giveaways. So like, honestly, in future live streams, guys, poke me and be like, hey, any giveaways today? Because I got to get rid of stuff in this closet. Absolutely. I like this PDU because it has a locking plug.